Hey, I am Mrs. Prince. I am the AP Computer Science Principals teacher. Just for the record, I also teach math at Butler. Before I became a teacher, I was actually a computer programmer, so I have been very excited to bring computer science to students. AP Computer Science is an AP course. It's a great introductory college level computer course. I do think it's a great first AP course as well. These are some of the topics that we talk about. Just computers and the innovation behind it, abstraction, data information, learning knowledge from that, algorithms that we use sometimes even in everyday life. You're doing some kind of algorithm to process things. Programming is a way to produce some kind of computer artifact. And then digital devices and how computers are used in other fields of study. To be in this course, your students should have successfully completed Math 1, which they all have. And just for a record, our students are using the curriculum from the Beauty and Joy of Computing. It is an online textbook, which is, this is one of our earlier lessons, really guides the students into what to do to help them. It almost does some of the programs for them to get them used to it, and then as time's gone on, they're developing more on their own. Oops. Of course, we're getting ready for that AP exam. There's two parts to the AP exam. There's the multiple choice portion where there's 70 questions, 120 minutes, so that tells you a little less than 2 minutes per question. We've been practicing them. We'll continue to practice. It will be May 15th at 12 noon here at Butler. Right now, the last couple of years, it's been in the Media Center. It could be somewhere else. We will know more as time gets closer. The one thing is it will be all digital this year. None of it will be on paper. And then the other part, the big part, is the create performance task. I will be setting aside 9 hours of classroom time for this. I am required by AP College Board to do that. But also we'll be working on in class. The only thing is I cannot actually help them on that. They can help each other. I cannot help them. That does need to be submitted beforehand. By April 23rd, we're going to be submitting that to College Board along with their personalized project reference sheet, which they've already done. They've already practiced some, so I'm sorry. These are the topics that we've covered so far. You'll see that we had a practice AP Create task. We did that in second quarter. They actually had, I gave them some choices for their Create task. Some of them decided to do something different, which is fine. And they practiced it. They submitted the project and the personalized project reference sheet. You can ask them about it. When we came back from winter break, we looked at how the internet works, and we're currently studying about the algorithms and simulations. When we're done with that, which will be about mid-March, we're going to devote the rest of the time between mid-March till spring break on the Create task. And then when we come back from spring break, we'll have a little bit of time to look at that, but also then prepare for the exam. After the exam, and this is even according to the curriculum, after the exam, we'll look at some of these just a little bit. I know the students are tired by that point, and so we won't be spending too much time. But look at it just to make sure they're good and ready for a college level course. We are going to look quickly at a Create task. This is actually one that I did during a workshop. The students have not done this. I cannot, if they've already submitted a project and have received grade and feedback on it, they cannot use it for their Create task for the actual one that they're submitting to College Board. So they have not done this. I've shown them this one as an example. But when this is clicked, what kind of message do you want to encrypt? And we talked about encryption. And so I wrote Butler Bulldog, and I want to shift it to the left, like 4 letters. A B becomes an F. So I'm just going to say 4, and I've got my output. It's pretty simple, but it meets all the requirements of our Create task. So as a reminder, if your student has any questions, needs extra help or whatever, I'm available each morning before school and most Monday, Tuesday, Thursday afternoons. And just lastly, I need to put a plug in. There is another AP Computer Science course. It's called AP Computer Science A. Sometimes Butler doesn't show that A on the registration card, and I know we've already registered for next year, but if your student's interested, and I don't know if we can do a class change on that for your underclassmen, but this gets into a little bit more programming, and it's using the Java language. If you have any questions, like I said, I'd love to talk to you. Just reach out to me.